think about it, if it's gonna die, then why you gonna waste your money? To me, that's wasting money. You're wasting money. And thank you all so much for stopping by today. So y'all, I am down here in my library, but I have got to share this with you. I really felt like this message should be shared with anybody who is thinking about gardening, who is new to gardening, or who has been gardening for a while. And this message is not only if you garden, but I think that you could also use it in life. Now, it's gloomy outside, y'all, and I told myself today, so I just got back. I told myself today that I was going to do some things, but it's been gloomy. And then with the Atlanta traffic, I tried to say I need to be home by a certain time, but I'm 2 hours late than what I wanted to be home by. So I'm just going to take things easy. I've downloaded everything out the truck that I bought, but I want you to go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Hopefully tomorrow, we got rain maybe about 2 to 3 days this week, but hopefully when it's not raining, I want to share with you this new plant that I got that I really, not only do I like the name, but I think it'll be a good addition to the garden. So go ahead, hit the subscribe button. But I want to talk to y'all about something serious that I encountered today. And this is not the first encounter I've had when I talk to people at the garden centers. This happens all the time. And I'm like, we got to stop doing this. So let me share with you 2 examples, y'all, because I talked to about 4 people today. That's probably why I'm not home. No, it was the traffic. But I talked to 2 particular people. Like, this is really stuck in my mind, and I said I gotta make a video, and I hope that y'all can hear me because I got the dehumidifier on, and so it may be a little bit noisy down here. But let me tell you, if you are doing this, I want you to stop. So let's go ahead and let's get started. So first of all, y'all, let me start this conversation off by saying, whether it's in gardening or whether it's just life in general, that words are very powerful. Your words are very powerful. And the things that you say, I always say the universe hears it. And I'm the type of person, y'all, where I try to be mindful of what I listen to and also what I watch. And I'm the type of person, all that negative stuff, I'm going to get away from it because I don't want to be around it. But these particular 2 ladies, I sat there and talked to them because I don't think they understood what they were saying. And you know how some people be like, oh, I didn't mean anything by it. So I really felt like that was just something that they said, but they weren't paying attention. So the first encounter, a lady and I, we had both the same plants, and she was like, oh, I got the same plants too. And I was like, I'm going to be honest. And again, y'all make sure that you hit the subscribe button because I want to show you this plant. So I was like, this is a plant I don't have any idea at the moment what I'm going to do with it, but I know that it will be a great addition to the garden. Now she comes back and she says, I just hope it'll grow. I'm like, it will. Because let me tell y'all something, y'all. When it comes to plant, now don't get me wrong when I say this, plants require some basic things: light, water, soil, some nutrients from time to time, in my opinion, from gardening over 20 years. Now, when it comes to the light, how much light? When it comes to the water, some plants are drought tolerant. Some plants need to be fed, just depending on what it is, but it's really basic. And so I'm thinking to myself, if you put it in the right place, it will grow. It will grow. Do y'all see the word? It's not, it should, I hope. It will grow. And here's the thing. Gardening teaches us a lot of lessons. I'm going to give y'all an example. The heliotrope. Oftentimes, whether we start seeds, whether we buy plants, they give us basic information like the amount of light, if it's an annual, perennial, biennial, and we go from there. Now, let me tell you just how sometimes you have to learn a plant, and I'm going to use the heliotrope as an example. So the heliotrope I had in my garden, I started it from seed, and it said full sun. But where I had the heliotrope in my garden, now we're in Georgia, zone 8A. So where I had the heliotrope at, it could have benefited from a little afternoon shade. So I had it in the in-ground garden, and I noticed that the heliotrope on the right side, if I was facing it, that did way better than on the left side, because where I had it placed, as the day went by, the one on the left side was more south, like southern exposure. So what I learned from that experience is, okay, when you started from seed, next season, you may have to move it to where it can get some afternoon shade, maybe closer to a tree where it can provide shade, just things like that. But you don't know until you start to garden. There are plants that I move all around in the garden, y'all, just depending on what I try to find the right space, because I start off with what the tag says, but then I kind of monitor the plants. And I'll be the first to say, oh, a lot of plants have checked out on me, but my approach to that now is, was it something I did? Was it something I could have done better? I'll give y'all an example. I had to apologize to my plants on the front porch because I know that I'm neglecting them, not watering them like I should. So the cyclamen is starting to bloom, and one is just drooped over. And I went out there when I said, I'm so sorry. I know I'm not paying y'all as much attention as I do in the back. Here's some water, because they're covered. And although it's drizzling, they're not getting that rain. And so I said to myself, you got to do better about this front porch. You got to check on those plants a little bit more. But I'm not saying like, oh, I hope it'll grow, or I don't know why this plant is doing it. Sometimes you, the gardener, have to assess those things. And just like my house plants, I know that I don't spend a lot of time with them. And so like the peace lily, like the cyclamen, like when the leaves droop, I'm like, ooh, I need to water it. But that's something that I have to work on. But I talked to this lady first, and I was like, it'll grow. It'll grow, and it's really a pretty plant. And I was like, I can't wait to get it planted. I think I got somewhere for it to go, but I just got to see the placement of it. So that was the first lady. Now, before I go on to the second story, y'all, because I really needed to tell them, download the 7-day quick start gardening guide. Now, for y'all, I'm going to put the link in the description. It's totally free. Like, I really want to share this information with people about gardening. This is going to get you set up. I'm telling y'all, it's a questionnaire in there. And by the time you go through the 7-day quick start guide, you can take it day by day, week by week, however you want to do it. Be truthful when you answer those questions. And I'm telling you, you will be ready to grow. Now, let me tell you about the second lady, because I had to tell her, don't say that. Don't say that at all. Let me tell you about her. So again, when people go to talking negative, I'm like, I'm out. I will excuse myself, remove myself, because I don't want to hear it. I do not want to hear it. A lot of times, if I know you well enough, I'll stop you. And I'll be like, if you keep going on like this, I'm about to leave. I'm about to go. I'm about to hang up. Whatever the case may be. So, like I said, I really don't think that this lady meant what she said. But this is where you have to be careful about your words. And y'all make sure you stay to the end, because I'm going to tell you how I feel when I go to the garden center. And I don't know if everybody feels like this, but this is how my mindset is, okay? Because when you garden, a lot of people just talk about growing, but I really feel that mindset plays a big part in gardening, because you will start telling yourself different things, like if a plant checks out on you, or if the pests eat the plants or something like that. Your mind will start telling you all of these things that are not true. And so what I want y'all to take from this video is, even if a plant doesn't make it, what can you learn? Like, what do you think you could do better? It doesn't mean you need to stop growing. It doesn't mean you're a failure at gardening. It just means, okay, let me take a different approach. Let me do something a little bit different. Let me see what part did I play in it. Okay? So this lady straight up said, it's probably gonna die. And I was like, whoa, don't say that. I'm telling you, I told her just like that. Do not say that. Yep, it's probably gonna die. And so I'm like, it won't. I told her it won't. I didn't even say probably. I told her it won't. And this is my approach to things, y'all. Let me tell you how I feel when I go to the garden center. When I'm going to the garden center, and when I am looking around, putting these plants in my cart, I expect for the plant to grow. I expect for the plant to flourish. I expect for it to be beautiful in my garden. I'm going to tell y'all, yesterday when I was outside, dealing and pulling and prepping the last bed that I told y'all on my garden chores that I was going to do, I stood up and looked around. I said, man, it's so beautiful out here. Like, it's so beautiful. It's so colorful. And you know what I said, y'all? I said, oh, this is only the beginning. This is only the beginning. I said, oh, you wait till I have everything in place. You wait till I get my greenhouse. You wait till I do this. But when I put a plant in my cart, this is no lie. Let me tell y'all what I just did at this garden center. So they had, with the plant that I'm going to show y'all, they had like a lot of them that were just there, you know, like a mass display. Now, what I'm going to tell you is, if the people are looking at me that own the place through a camera, they probably saying, why does she keep picking up these plants? What is she doing? What is she looking for? Well, I do have a way that I select my plants, but today I remember picking up that one plant and I said, you want to go home with me? You look really nice. You look really healthy, and you got blooms coming on you. You can go home with me because I know you're going to be beautiful. That's what I said to the plant, because I'm telling y'all, they've done studies, y'all. The plants have their own communication too. Plants communicate too. And so that's why when the lady was like, it's probably going to die, and it's probably going to die anyway, I'm thinking that plant hears you say that. So you think it's going to give it its all? Your subconscious hears you say that. So do you think you're going to check on the plant like you should? You probably going to be like, I'm going to plant it here and it's going to do what it's going to do. And you won't give it the necessary attention. When I buy a plant, I expect it to grow, because the way I think about it, if it's going to die, then why are you going to waste your money? To me, that's wasting money. You're wasting money if you already saying it's going to die. It's probably going to die anyway. Why would you waste your money? No. When I put the plant in my cart, purchase it, take it home, I expect for it to grow and for it to flourish. I don't probably, none of that. No. We can't tell ourselves that. So again, if you're telling yourself that, stop. Don't do it. And when she said that, I was like, let me just cancel, cut, delete, clear all of what she said, because I don't want to hear none of that. All of these plants that I bought today, oh, they're going to look so good. They are going to look so pretty. They're going to look so colorful. I'm going to show y'all another one in the next video too that is just like this. It almost looks like a neon purple or something like that. And when I was putting things in my car, one of the boxes fell on it and broke it. And I was like, that's okay. I told the plant, that's okay. You're going to be okay. I don't know why that box did that to you like that, but you're going to be okay. And you're going to come and shine through. But if you're saying these things, y'all, about it might not grow, it probably going to die, don't do it. Do not do things like that. When you buy your plant, when you bring home plants, when you plant them in your garden, expect nothing but greatness from those plants. Don't set yourself up like that. So I just wanted to share that with y'all. I hope at least the second lady, because I told her, don't you say that. I hope that she understood where I was coming from. It wasn't to be mean. It was just that your words, you're already setting yourself up to think that it's not going to grow. And again, y'all, this doesn't just go for gardening. This goes in life. Be mindful of the words that you speak. I just told Chris today on the phone. He was like, I hope. I was like, ain't no I hope. I know. I know. It's not I hope. I know. Be positive. Think positive thoughts. Don't think negative things. So I wanted to share that with you. Let me go ahead, get some of this stuff put up, because my kitchen counter, I need to come down and store some things. But I hope y'all just really be mindful, watch your words, whether it's in gardening, whether it's in life. And so I always say, even on the lives, you have to create it. So create a great week, y'all. Create a great day, okay? So as always, thank you all so much for watching this video. Make sure you share this video with your family and your friends. And if you're not a subscriber, go ahead, tap the subscribe button. Make sure you tap the bell so that you can receive notification each and every time we upload a new video. Again, thank you all so much for watching. And until the next video, bye-bye.